founding emperor of the Xia dynasty is a guy called Da Yu. Yu means fish, and Da means big or great. So this guy, Yu the Great, would then be Maui. We're figuring out that this guy, Da Yu, must have been this guy, Narmer, the founding pharaoh of the Egyptian Bronze Age and the first unifying pharaoh in 3150 BC. According to Guangbao Liu, who is one of the prime anthropologists, archaeologists doing research on the Xia dynasty, in the cartouche of the Narmer palette, it contains the characters for Da Yu. It says Yu and then Shin, as in Shin ramen. But this last name goes all the way back to, the Chinese gods and the founding goddess Hua Shu. It's also the root of the word Sen in Chinese, the word for God. That began leading me down a rabbit hole of asking the question of, well, is Chinese actually related to Egyptian hieroglyphs? I asked some experts in Egyptology. Nobody could give me a clear answer. But here we are, 4 years later, and I'm finding out that this guy was the founder of the region, the province that my family was originally from, and where my surname comes from. This place called Lu Guo, which is translates as Lu Kingdom. So basically, once I started investigating this Da Yu figure in its relation to Narmer, and this 3000 to 3200 BC era, I began to realize that the myths about Da Yu sounded a lot like the stories about Krishna and Hercules. Once I started investigating deeper into this era, it turned out that Alexander the Great had already figured out a lot, conquering his way to India. And he was finding that all of these cities were saying that they were founded by this god named Jai Shri Ram, who looked suspiciously like Dionysus or Dionysius. And they also worshipped a hero king that they called Hare Krishna, who is depicted the same way as Herakles, Hercules, with the lion headed cape and the club. Just, it's all the same stuff. And so that's when he realized that Herakles was a Greek mistranslation of Hare Krishna, and that's how I started to put together that this person, Narmer, the founding pharaoh of the Egyptian Bronze Age in 3150 BC, was likely the inspiration behind Herakles. And therefore, this person was also Da Yu the Great, and Maui. And once I investigated further, I realized that this was Hanapu in the Popol Vuh, the Mayan Bible. So we figured out that Chen Tang, in our records, in the Chinese records, is likely the same person as Tangaloa in some accents, and therefore is also Balarama and Xibalanque in the Popol Vuh, the Mayan Bible. And so as the founder of the Shang dynasty, we realized that must have something to do with the Indus Valley civilization. According to the Tongan records, they say that at the dawn of the Bronze Age, everything was founded by Maui, Tangaloa, and sister. And so I began to realize that the Indus Valley civilization looks like to have been the region of governance, the seat of power of this Tangaroa. And Hikuleo, who goes by the names Suhabhadra and Laoname, and also Blood Moon in the Popol Vuh, was the governess of Lotu, which means the underworld. So we have taken that to mean Polynesia, probably from Borneo all the way over to the Americas, Mesoamerica and South America. So follow along for more. We're going to get into some really cool stuff. The founding of Atlantis, which I'm sure is of curiosity to a lot of people. And also getting back to the founding mythology of Osiris, Seth, and Horus, and further back with Shiva, who's Shu in the Egyptian records, Fu Shi in the Chinese records, and probably also Shem in the Judaic records, and is called Shipe Totec, the flayed man, in the Mesoamerican records. So we have a lot of stuff to cover. My plan is to do like 13 lecture classes, the way that a college semester would be structured, which is about 13 classes plus finals. And then I want to do another 13 videos that I'm going to call field trips, where I go to different sites and teach the relevant information about these ancient sites and the families that were ruling them. Anyway, yeah, so like and subscribe and follow along. Pick up a copy of the book if you're interested in finding out more, and I'll see you next time.